Roads leading to the Gani Fayemi Park in Ojota, one of the two designated venues for the End Bad Governance protest in Lagos, appeared calm in the early hours of Thursday, August the 1st, with minimal movement of vehicles and pedestrians, but no protester was in sight. While most residents stayed back at home as uncertainties built up to the commencement of the protest, those who came out went about their businesses without fear. Somewhere around the park, a detachment of policemen get themselves boosted with typical response to work chants ahead of what was expected to be a long day of protest.
Good attention, you don't know when people will just come and infiltrate into you. And before you know it, you start behaving funny. So please pay a particular attention to your duties. When you see anybody around you that is standing, the standing is unusual, you challenge that person. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Well done.
To frustrate you. They are ready to get you angry. But you are trained police officers. Make sure you don't allow them to frustrate you. Be highly professional and make sure that you're on top of your game. Yes, am I talking?
Yes, sir.
Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Gradually, the protesters gathered. It was a peaceful protest under the watch of the police and personnel of the security agencies.
Nigeria is not the place where they can claim lives anyhow. Yes. Many people are dropping dead. Yes. We want to call the Nigerian president and the governor of respective state. Please arise. Yes. People are dying every day. Yes. People are dropping dead in the hospital. Yes. We have different general hospitals that have privatized. When people sick, you cannot walk in there. Yes. Food has skyrocketed in the market. Yes. People cannot feel the 3 square meals. Of course. The renters are also crying. Yes. If I'm comfortable in my house, what about my neighborhood? Governments are there and folded up their hands. Their children, they can travel 3 times to overseas, 3 times a week. Yes. Poor people, the National Assembly said let the people breathe. They didn't allow us to breathe. Please, National Assembly, please arise. We are tired of the democracy of the Nigeria. All the institutions of the democracy, they have been crippled.
What is happening here, as you can see, is the people telling the government that power still resides with us. What is happening here is a show of love for this country by Nigerians. Here we can see that Nigerians are still patriotic citizens and we want a change for this country. We want things to get better because the suffering is too much. The hunger in the land is too much. A lot of families cannot even afford 1 square meal in a day. And this is not good enough. When we see our elected leaders living large and extravagant lifestyles, we cannot continue like this. And so what we are doing here is all Nigerians coming together, regardless of tribe, regardless of religion, regardless of state of origin. We are all speaking with one voice to let the government at all levels, not just at the federal government, but the state government and the local government, to let them know that the power still resides with the people and the people are tired of what is going on. We want a change and we want to see visible progress in the leadership of this country. Some of the basic things we seek to achieve from this protest are: 1, security in the north. The reason for security in the north is to ensure that we have food security in Nigeria. If the north is not secure, then food prices will continue to go up. Nigerians are finding it difficult to buy food items in the markets. Another thing we need from the government is immediate amendment of the Electoral Act to ensure that results from the polling units are transmitted directly to the IREF portal, and that the results on the IREF portal are collated, as opposed to having vice chancellors of universities moving from different states all the way to Abuja just for the collation of results. Another thing we are asking of the government is to ensure that we have constant electricity in Nigeria. A lot of businesses, especially small businesses, are crumbling because of the cost of petrol. Manufacturing sector is down. A lot of companies are leaving the country because of lack of power or constant electricity. So we want the government to fully and squarely focus on this and ensure that we are able to boast of constant electricity in Nigeria. These are just some of the demands we are asking the federal government to look into, as well as the National Assembly and the state governors at various levels.
The skyrocketing market, people cannot afford to eat 3 square meals. They should invest more in the farming and also ensure that the security. Farmers can no longer go to the farm in the village. They said bandits are attacking them here and there. And they said we have security apparatus, but they are not there to protect them. We also want to demand that even all the general hospital is now private hospital. People are dropping dead. They are dying. People cannot afford to eat 3 square meals in a day. All the electricity has been stratified. We now have ban A, we have ban B, we have ban C. As if we are not the citizens of this country. It has been stratified. Some people are enjoying life 24/7. While some people one day off. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Our children are going to school. Can you see the school's faces at the hike? It has been increased. And parents consider the salaries of most parents. They cannot afford to pay the school fees. We are growing in pains. We are appealing to all the father of the nations, to those who are in diaspora, to please come to our aid. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We must end the bad governance. We must end hardship in this country. People are growing in pain. They are in pain. This hardship is so much. I'm standing as a representative of all mothers in Nigeria. And I'm standing as a representative of all fathers in Nigeria. And I'm standing as a representative of all children in Nigeria. Please, the presidency, the governors of our states, the National Assembly, the House of Assembly, people are dying. People are dropping dead. Arise to your task. This is not the democracy we signed, but the virtues of the right enshrined in the Constitution. That is the ground norm of the law that binds us together. Government should arise and please, enough is enough. They should come out to address the urgent need. Why we are gathering here today? We could say people, they want to start attacking people. And I've driven the attention of the government authorities to place this miscreant. That is the way they hijack enters in 2020. That started on a pace because our God dwells in peace. And this country was created in peace, not in confusion. So Nigeria, we're in a state of confusion. We're in a troubled time. We're in a troubled time. Government should please come out. We are calling them out to safeguard our rule of law. To ensure that all citizens are happy. It's not that some people are happy, some people are they are in pain. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́, mo sọ Yorùbá ni, ẹ bá wa bẹ̀ wọ́n, àwọn èèyàn ń kú o, àwọn èèyàn ń jìyà, ó ti tó gẹ́, ó tó gẹ́, ó tó gẹ́.
As far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigeria is a great nation. A nation so blessed with rich and natural resources. A nation that has been the giant of Africa. Oh, yes. But today, I ask the question, where are we? 29th May 2023. This administration came into existence. The administration of Bola and Tinubu. From that day, there has been chaos economically. Fuel subsidy removal has caused major harm than good in this country. Despite the fact that all the three candidates, major candidates, said they were going to remove subsidy. But then I tell you that every policy have a way of implementation. When the president came into assumption, 29 May 2023, he said, without looking at any calculation, without meeting with any economic team, the subsidy is what? The subsidy is what? Police can't speak. So they can't speak.
The protest, which started quite slow, gradually built up as the day passed. The crowd of protesters grew more and more.
The area is very calm. Everywhere is calm. People are going about their normal duties. Vehicles are moving without anybody harassing them. So it's been peaceful.
And would you say your men have been up to the task?
Oh, they have. They have been up to the task. We've been here early morning before you even woke up from your bed. So we're up to the task.
So what will be your message to the protesters and even those?
My message to the protesters is that they should just remain peaceful. We are begging them to be peaceful and express their grievances and other things they want to express. But it must be expressed in a peaceful manner.
Young guy is too much. Bros, make you face the camera. I mean, I see him. Young guy is too much. Young guy is too much. Young guy is too much. It's too much. We are not happy. How much are we in? How much? Pepe na 10. No. Mr. President, help us. Whatever I want to do. Mr. President, our father. You say you get option for this country.
My assessment is that the protesters have conducted themselves very well. It has been peaceful so far. We deployed over 2,000 personnel, both officers and men. And the conduct has been very professional and civil in nature.
Protests did not hold at the popular spot favored by protesters. That's the Lekki toll gate. A handful of people who attempted to gather were dispersed by the police. In Ikeja, another group of protesters marched through the Obafemi Awolowo Road to express their grievances. Another group also gathered at the state governor's office to present their demands, while making it clear that they do not support violent protest.
Our own is a rally of no violent protest. That's the theme of that's why we are here today. What they set out to do is very noble. We are consolidating our democracy. Let's give them space to be able to judge them. As a professional, as a chartered public administrator and a blue scientist, I know there's a gestation period. Once the gestation period is over, we begin to ask those questions. But let's give him time to balance and understand what he's doing.
The protest was peaceful in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Youth held a rally at the Moshood Bola Stadium, the designated center in the state capital. At the FCT, protesters gathered at the National Stadium, the venue officially assigned to them, but later left for the Eagle Square. The protesters marching towards the three-armed zone of the Federal Capital Territory. They were, however, dispersed with tear gas by the police. At the Berger area of the FCT, police fired tear gas to disperse protesters to prevent hijacking of the protest by hoodlums. Protests were also held peacefully in Rivers State.
Nigerians deserve a better life. We are living like a slave in Nigeria. President Tinubu, please, I'm begging you in the name of Allah, please make a U-turn in your policies. Your policies are not good for Nigerian citizens. Please, President Tinubu, we are hungry.
From the popular Pleasure Park in Port Harcourt, protesters marched through a bar road to the government house to present their demands for better policies.
I agree with you, there is hunger. We agree. But because we preach good governance, hunger will disappear very soon. Like I said, it is not easy. It is not easy. But we know quite all right that very soon everything will be well.
Although the End Bad Governance protest was peaceful in the south, it was characterized by violence, wanton looting in some states in the north.
We need a better life.
Eyewitness videos show the protesters were dispersed with tear gas. Curfew was also imposed in some areas to avoid further lawlessness. Some angry protesters pelted stones at the Gombe State Government House, while the rest wreaked havoc in another part of the Gombe local government area.
Our social institutions have been perverted into corruption. The political leader, the religious leader, our preachers, they are all going to the political leaders and collect the bribery. They should just go and start preaching to us that we should not organize any protest. This is the end. We need revolution. We need a good system of government. Poverty, issue of kidnapping, lack of security, issue of removing a subsidy for the petroleum. That petroleum is belong to the all citizens of this country. We are the citizen, and this kind of system of government, it is the democratic system of government for the people, by the people, to the people. And we don't know what kind of system of government those Nigerian political leaders are practicing.
A police operative has been injured and government property burnt as protests in Kaduna turned violent.
Some bad elements are trying to hijack this protest. The Inspector General of Police clearly make some requests for those protesters that they should provide their details so that we can know their leaders, we can know the route that they will follow. But at the end of the day, we just start seeing them trying to hijack, trying to attack the government house. You have seen how they have destroyed our armor car. You have seen how, look at it, come, look at it. Look at it now. Look at it. We have arrested some of them now. We have arrested some of them. Yes, and definitely we cannot allow anybody, any destruction, any violence protest. Nobody will take it.
The demonstration escalated when tension flared between protesters and security forces as the protesters attempted to block the road leading to the government house. In Bauchi, the police fired tear gas canisters to disperse protesters in the state capital.
"52 of them among the protesters were arrested. They were arrested for being violent and very unruly, trying to disturb the public peace, not as based on our arrangement with them. We, at the initial stage, even escorted them to the MS Palace. We thought that they would be there to say their grievances as a means of maybe His Royal Highness taking maybe that request to the governor, then to the president. But all of a sudden, it turns very rowdy, and they were stoning policemen. In fact, they have injured some of our policemen.
Heavy presence of armed police officers and other security operatives as the protests ensued in Kanu metropolis. The police officers responded swiftly to confiscate weapons from protesting youths. The Borno state government declared a 24-hour curfew across the state following reports of violence, including the detonation of improvised explosive device IED in Kawari. The explosion was said to have killed some people, injuring others. In the north-central state of Nasarawa, a curfew was also imposed in Kefi, where violence was reported. At the time of this report, the End Bad Governance protests have been relaxed in most parts of the country after the president's broadcast. Work, business and other economic activities have since resumed. It is expected that the government at all levels will take necessary steps to address the demands of these young people and that of Nigerians in general.